Now you see, in an ecosystem, carbon flows through different components and it takes different forms. Those different forms we follow as the carbon cycle. Now, for example, see, all carbon in living things comes from carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Clear? And this carbon dioxide is absorbed by the process of photosynthesis into plants, and it becomes organic compounds in plants. Then what happens? Next, these plants will be eaten. So by the process of feeding, the organic compounds will pass to animals and it will become organic compounds in animals. Is it clear? Now, this carbon dioxide can then be released back into the atmosphere by the process of respiration, both in plants and in animals. So remember, both plants and animals respire, not only animals. So this is the process of respiration. Is that clear? Now, when the plants die or when they shed their leaves, and when the animals also die, or the feces and the urine of animals, will they contain carbon compounds? For example, urea, for example, cellulose. They're still carbon compounds and they will then pass into the soil. So this is by the process of death or excretion. Now these will pass into the soil and they will form detritus or humus in the soil. That's organic matter in the soil. Now this will not decompose if conditions are anaerobic. For example, if it's under a lake or if it's underground, these will not easily decompose because decomposition requires aerobic conditions. So if conditions are aerobic, then these will go into bacteria. So they'll become organic compounds in decomposers and they can be released back into the atmosphere. The organic compounds from the decomposers can be released back into the atmosphere by the process of respiration. Is it clear? Now, if conditions are anaerobic, then these organic compounds in the soil will form fossil fuels. First they'll form peat and then they'll become fossil fuels. Now, is there any way that these fossil fuels could have come out by themselves and gotten burnt? No way. But the other processes are natural processes. Now, if we didn't remove the fossil fuels from the earth and burn them, the carbon cycle would be carbon negative. That means carbon dioxide concentrations in the atmosphere would slowly decrease. But just because we've added this one process of the burning of fossil fuels, the carbon cycle has now lost its natural balance. And this is the process of combustion. Is that clear? So because of combustion, the carbon cycle is now carbon positive. That means carbon dioxide is released back into the atmosphere more rapidly than it can be removed. And because of that, now it's leading to global warming. Carbon dioxide concentrations are increasing in the atmosphere and that's one of the main causes of global warming. Is that clear? So these are the various components of the carbon cycle that you need to know about.